Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? I figured I'd switch it up and get back to the Fist of the North Star Legends Revive game that I've been playing for about 2 weeks, I think, since the release. So finally got to rank 50. I think currently in the game the max rank you can get to is 59. So a lot of catching up to do. I'm just more or less a casual player, you know, still learning about the game and whatever, and you know, a lot of learning curve to do with it, but I'm starting to get the hang of it, and honestly, it's still quite enjoyable. I'm having a lot of fun. Now, I don't play it to the extent of Dokkan Battle, but it's a nice, you know, refreshing alternative option, if you know what I mean. So just kind of want to let you guys know on where things are at this point for me, and I guess we'll start off by looking at, you know, the team I'm currently running. So as you can see, I've got, you know, the following 6 units, a couple of other options in reserve, but predominantly this is pretty much what I'm using. The Colonel is actually very nice for me. Can tank pretty well, apply a decent amount of damage, also have the recovery to ability to recover HP and stuff like that. Heart and Uyghur and Kenshiro Raid, Jagi, they're all great units. Again, I'm still looking to pick up, I guess, dupes for shards where I can, you know, increase the star rating, but as of right now, it's working out pretty well. And if we take a detailed look at how my units are, this is Kenshiro level 50, and power level is the highest out of the bunch, so 10,552 in terms of total power. It is a free-to-play unit, you know, so it's a very good unit for a free-to-play option, and I am going to go ahead and lay it out there. I'm keeping this strictly free-to-play. I'm not going to be spending a dime on it because I want to honestly prioritize any purchases in game for Dokkan Battle, because that's, you know, 90% of my content. But I love Fist of the North Star, so, you know, I'm more than happy to play the game, but in terms of money invested, we'll keep it at 0. This guy is pretty awesome. I do like him quite a bit, and of course, you know, it's the main guy, so, you know, you got to use him. Like I said, the Colonel's pretty good, pretty solid unit, a lot of good abilities as well. And again, I'm not like the most comprehensive guy playing this game. You know, there's a lot of much better players in the game already at this point. So, you know, still learning, like I said, but overall, having a solid time, and I think I'm doing okay. I'll have to take a look at what the, you know, total team power levels are, but I think it's close to 50k at this point. So not bad, I think, in my own opinion. So I've got a couple of other units here. I do need to work on this guy. I heard this guy's pretty good in terms of certain scenarios, like in terms of certain battles and stuff like that. So I picked him up pretty recently, I'd say within the last couple days, and, you know, we'll go from there. Honestly, I would love to get these guys. The following two are the only UR rarity type cards in the game right now. This is the Thouser unit, one of my personal favorites from the manga. Pretty overall nice character, and you know, Shu is another character during that saga, or arc, I guess I should call it. Very memorable time. Of course, this is Rao, I guess they call him Kenho, because this was prior to, you know, everybody finding out, you know, who it was or whatever. But I heard this guy's very beastly as well. Unfortunately, I didn't pick him up on the banner. It had a pretty low percentage rate of pickup, so unfortunately that was the case with that. Alright, so the reason why I'm glad I hit rank 50 is I finally unlocked a chapter, and what sucks about this game is, depending on what rank you are, you're only able to unlock certain chapters. So if you go to 12, I need to have level 55 or rank 55 in order to go through that chapter. So I just unlocked, you know, chapter 11 today, and I've already ran through the story event, but the clash events are also available. And what's good about it is you get to collect the shards that you would need to upgrade your units. So right now they have a thing going on where they actually doubled the amount of attempts you can do on the clash events. So it actually helps out a lot in terms of, you know, collecting enough. I mean, honestly, it's definitely a grind, but you got to work on it little by little, and then eventually you get enough to raise the star rating, you know, and it does make quite a bit of a difference. You know, my goal is to get the Kenshiro unit to 7 stars. You know, that's pretty much what I want to do, but, you know, it'll take time. So gameplay-wise, I mean, it's pretty straightforward stuff. It's just pressing a button, timing it perfectly to get the excellent combo, I guess you call it, and that's pretty much the extent of it. They do have like special skill sets that automatically kick in depending on the state of the battle or whatever. But they also do have super attacks or ultimate attacks or whatever it's called that does activate once the key meter gets up there. So pretty straightforward process. You do have the option of skipping it. You can even change the camera angle as well if you want to, but for the most part, I just kind of keep it as things are. It kind of looks nice with this, battle mechanic view, I guess you could, title it. But I mean, you can change the camera angle like this, and it kind of, looks a little bit different. But I like the camera angle way. It's pretty nice that way. So for those that are aware of the manga, Jagi is a piece of shit. But I personally like the guy just because he's he's kind of an asshole, but whatever. Yeah, he definitely got what he deserved, I'll tell you that much. Of course, this is the 100 Crack Fist. The infamous special skill set that Kenshiro has. It's pretty damn awesome, in my opinion. But so we're just going to run through these, and maybe I'll finish up the Chapter 11 Clash events, and then kind of wrap things up. So again, the team's doing pretty well. Of course, I still need to, study up and learn about, different team building options and all kinds of stuff. But for the most part, it's as good as it gets for me at this point. You know what I mean? It is really nice finally seeing characters from the manga actually, reinvented as a game. You know what I mean? As a mobile game at that, because. Time is of the essence for me, and I do work a lot, so I love having the option to just kind of spend an hour just on a mobile game and chill out and play it at my own pace. So it's like I said, I love Fist of the North Star, and it's great to be able to play a game with it. Visually, it is pretty nice in terms of the super attack abilities and overall visuals of the game. It's definitely pretty clean looking. So. A little, I guess, breath of a fresh air compared to Dokkan Battle. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Dokkan Battle. That's, my all-time favorite mobile game, but it's nice to be able to take a break and, I don't know, just kind of play a different game. I always have the problem of sticking to a game and honestly playing it throughout. There's been various different games that I've tried on the mobile basis. And after about a 2-week period, I just get bored of it. Hopefully this isn't the case for, this game, because so far I'm having a pretty good time. And I think the way I'm going to go about it is just kind of play it at my own pace, not necessarily, try and rush stuff out for the sake of getting content or whatever. I'll post content on this game periodically. I mean, I'd like to do it on a more regular basis than not, but... at the same time, Dokkan Battle is still going to be the core of my channel, so that's pretty much what you're mostly going to see. But, maybe at least once a week, I'd like to get a video up on this game too. I am playing on the global version, by the way, as well. Initially, I thought about playing on the JP side, but, I just decided, I was like, whatever, I'm just going to play with global. They have the same release date, so hopefully everything's the same. There's no, exclusives or lags like JP does, you know what I mean? So if that's the case, I don't really have much to worry about. Yeah, I can't wait for this guy to be 7-star, and he's going to be killing it. Having the battle power of 15,000 or something like that, that'd be pretty crazy. Oh, he decided to survive that one, huh? This guy. The damn barbarians. This guy hard, by the way. He hates seeing his own blood, and he pretty much goes berserk whenever that happens. I remember the manga had a scene where, I don't know, glass accidentally broke, and the heart was actually, he's a very nice guy in normal situations, and he was helping like a bartender out, and I guess the bartender accidentally got heart cut, and then he just lost his shit and just like decapitated him or something like that, if I remember correctly. But you know, story development, characters, they're all pretty good. So if you haven't read the manga, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm actually thinking about going back in and rereading everything. It's been a while since I've done so. I think it's been maybe close to a year since I last read it, so it's a good time to get back on it. Alright, we'll finish off with Ray. This is one of those sympathetic characters, for sure. If you know the backstory, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, I think there's one more stage for Chapter 11 Clash, so let's go ahead and just run through it. The good thing is I can actually get shards for Kenshiro here. And, you know, I'll cut the video short probably, but I'm going to go through all 6 times and try and maximize the amount of shards I can get for this guy, because I would love to get him to at least a 6-star. He's currently at 5, which isn't bad, but I want to see him at least at a minimum at 6. He's probably gonna super on me once he gets his turn. Yep, I thought so. Well, that wasn't bad. Let's see how many you get. Probably just 1 per run. Yeah, but 1 is 1, you know. I can't wait for this guy to come out. Toki is one of my favorite characters. I actually want to run like a siblings team setup, you know what I mean? Like that would be actually really cool, but we'll see how it is. So you do get like extra rewards and stuff, and I'll show you while I'm at it. You can actually skip once you beat it. And, you know, unfortunately I didn't get a shard out of that, but it's alright. So if you go to the fighters, and under the 7 stars, so I need pretty much a shit ton more in order to get this guy to a 6-star status, but eventually I'll get there. And then, you know, based on the stuff you do fulfill daily missions, and missions are pretty much the best way to get EXP points, and it's actually pretty difficult to level up in this game, surprisingly, but, you know, it is what it is. But I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. That's pretty much the extent. I just wanted to, you know, show you guys how things are at this point with the status update of finally getting to rank 50. You know, I'm definitely going to be grinding more. And I might actually cover the other concepts and do like a tutorial at some point. I don't know if you guys want me to, I certainly will. But other than that, I think we'll wrap things up here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching something different besides Dokkan Battle. And I'll definitely plan on continuing this series as well. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.